Hey everybody, welcome to the second episode of the PotatoCast. I'm your host, Joaquin Matthews, joined with me by my fellow co-host,
Jason Ellis.
We finally did it, Jason. We uploaded the first episode of the PotatoCast.
Yeah, we did it just now.
Just now.
And it feels great.
Yeah, that's a load off our backs.
Yeah, especially considering that the first episode was recorded all the way back in November or December. I forget again.
Yep, but we're not going to do that. Not going to have that big of a wait this time.
Yeah, hopefully this one will be up by the end of this week.
Yep, most likely Sunday, just like the first episode was.
Mm-hmm.
We do it every Sunday.
Very exciting, very.
Very, very exciting. Well, with that being said, let's just kick into the intro.
Wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream at the top of my lungs, what's going on? And I say, hey, yeah, 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 hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on?
All right, Joaquin, what's going on?
Well, Jason, nothing much. I gotta be honest with you. Life is kind of being really chill to me right now. Been to a couple tournaments since the last time we recorded.
Smash Bros. Tournaments?
Smash Bros. Tournaments.
Nice.
Really fun.
How have you been doing?
Not so good.
Not so good.
Yeah.
Ooh, tell me about that. Tell me about that, Joaquin.
Sonic is not, he ain't the best character.
Is it worse than it was in the last game?
Oh, by far worse.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was pretty good in the last game. One of the best characters in the last game. They kind of changed that around this time.
Gotcha, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had to put the Sonic players in their place.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm loyal. I'm not switching around like these non-faithfuls.
That's all you got to do, Joaquin. Just stick to your guns. Is that the quote?
That is the quote.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's like all these Bayo means. My apologies to podcast listeners that have no idea what I'm talking about right now.
Yeah, I also think it's funny how these were two of the big topics we talked about last time, and we're starting off the second episode talking about them.
Oh.
Smash Bros. And Sonic. But yeah, wait. So is Bayo nerfed as well?
Oh,
in the new game?
Heavily nerfed.
Wow. So does Joey no longer play Bayo?
Joey doesn't play Bayo in tournament.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We'll mess around with her in friendly matches.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Nice. But so other than the Smash tournaments, nothing else really going on with you, Joaquin?
Not really. Just small things here and there, but well, really. Anyways, Jason.
Yeah.
What's going on?
It's kind of similar. Obviously, there's been a large gap since we last discussed on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, lots of stuff has happened. Do I remember everything that's happened? No, but I have a couple of things written down. But I will say I was listening to the first episode.
Mm-hmm.
As you do when you're edited. Well, you edited it, but we went through it together before we edited.
Right.
I noticed something. I never knew how fast I talk, and I don't know if you can tell. I'm trying to slow down right now.
I actually could not.
But in the last episode when I was listening, I was just like, wow, those are some fast lips.
That's a good thing.
I
I have the complete opposite problem.
You think you talk too slow?
I definitely talk way too slow.
No, you just talk like a normal person.
No, funnily enough, I in YouTube I did 2 times speed. I was like, wow, that's a lot better.
I wasn't expecting that. But.
Then you were turbocharged though. So
yeah, I was going 4 times speed at that point.
Yeah, it was not so good. But hey, other than that, it was.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try to work on talking faster.
Hopefully. And I'll try to go slower.
Yeah,
we'll meet each other in the middle.
Yeah, we'll have a nice in between.
We'll have a nice in between.
Actually, right now we have a nice in between because you talk too fast and I talk too slow. So we'll have.
Oh, so they're balancing each other out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but we gotta get a nice even balance though. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll make sure if I hear you talking too slow, I'll be like, Joaquin, speed it up, cause all right.
Pick up the pace.
Pick up the pace.
Pick up the pace.
Yeah. Other things that have happened. This weekend I went to my friend's college.
Okay.
Very fun. I haven't been there in over a year. Actually, no, not over a year. Last time I went up was last April, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
And this is before I was in college too. So I was my first like last April was like not last April, but like last year when I went up was like my first time experiencing the college life. It's kind of a almost like I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, but it's like it's almost like a slap in the face almost because because I'm in college now,
right?
But I'm doing community college, which sucks compared to regular school.
I mean, the social part of it sucks.
Yeah, and I was talking to somebody there about it too, and I was like, yeah, like, don't get me wrong, community college has its perks. Like, obviously, it's a lot cheaper. On that note, I got a thing in the mail today from my community college, and usually when I get those things, I open them up really quick, and it's just like something stupid, like there's an event going on or something like that, like in the cafeteria. But I opened it up, and to my surprise, I got a check from them. And I got a check. Last semester, I got a check as well. And I figured it was my check for like the year, because like basically what it was last semester was that I had too much financial aid, and so like I had leftover money, and so like they mailed like a check to me, so I could like. I mean, it's supposed to be for like books and stuff, but really, it's your money. You can do whatever.
Exactly.
And they gave me, I want to say it was like $400 like last semester, which was great. And I figured, okay, that must be for like the whole year. Then I must have had like $400 like for the whole year. And again, to my surprise, I got a new check in the mail today, $700. So
wow.
while I was just and I'm gonna go check. I don't know for a fact like whether or not like that's my money or not, because I've also seen stuff where like some people get like checks that's actually like loans they have to like pay back and stuff like that. I went to my financial aid like people for like the first checks that I got. They were like, oh yeah, it's good. You can just like keep this. It's yours. I'm gonna do that again like with this one, because
that's what the case ended
I
up
just
being.
gotta make sure, because like I don't want to go spending $700 then finding out that I have to pay it back in full with interest,
right?
Because that would be garbage.
I mean, hey, it's a good way to build your credit.
Yeah. I guess it's a way to look at it. But yeah, so while I was just kind of shitting on my school, that's one good thing about community college is that if you get enough financial aid, you literally get paid to go to school, which I guess is nice. But yeah, like the social scene, it's very like non-existent at my school. And then when you go to like I went to Assumption College in Worcester. It's like I forget exactly where it is. I remember I saw like a list of like the top like 20 party schools in like Massachusetts or whatever. And it was somewhere on the list. I forget exactly where it was.
All right, let's go.
But yeah, so again, it's almost like a spin in the face when you go there and then you come back and then you're like, oh, now I just have to go to class and then go home again.
You do plan on like switching though, right?
Yeah,
that's like
I actually
the easy classes done first.
Yeah, well the thing is, okay, so I did apply to some schools. In particular, North Carolina School of the Arts is like my main one that I want to go to. And I applied to that like it was like beginning of February. I had an interview a couple weeks ago. Went all right. It could have gone better. Like there were some parts where like looking back on it, I kind of like you kind of like bang yourself over the head and go, like stupid. Like why did I say it? Like I think the worst part, and I think about this, I cringe, but they were like talking to me and they're like, yeah, so what? Because I want to go for film. And so they were talking to me and they're like, yeah, so like what kind of like films are you like currently making now, or like you want to make like at this point in time? And so then like I was like, yeah, like I said because I had to send like an artistic statement in like my application. I was like, yeah, like what I said in my artistic statement, I mainly have just been doing like comedy stuff because it's like comes easy and whatnot. But then I was like, and like it's true but the next thing that I said, but it wasn't exactly how I wanted to put it. But I go, yeah, but I mean also like like those like small indie movies that are like in the woods with like a group of people, and they were like, yeah, I think we kind of get that. And then like just looking back, like I should just said like grounded movies, like dramas that are like grounded in reality.
Yeah.
But oh well, what are you gonna do? But the good thing is though that like, because at the end of it, and it could just be the way the guy talked, and if it is, oh well. But like one of the guys that I was like on the interview with, he was like at the end, the way he was talking, he was like, yeah, so you'll see like your first year, this and this will happen. So he was talking like almost as if I got in.
Right.
So it's a promising sign. Again, it could just be how he talks to everybody. That could just be how he phrases his like.
Yeah, he's sweet talking you.
Yeah, because he's just smooching me up. Yeah. I should be the one that's smooching, not him. But yeah. So goal is to transfer to there, which is like, it wouldn't be like, because I was talking to somebody at Assumption. I was talking to them about like how I'm planning to transfer, and like they're very like an art school and like Assumption, which is it's a Catholic school, but like it's not like,
Catholic.
Yeah. But
Catholic school.
It's like different scenes, but still like I'm just really getting sick of community college.
Mm-hmm.
It's really like, getting to me, especially the second semester, because almost all of my classes aren't even transferable. I'm just taking classes for the sake of taking classes. Like they might not, like they don't really even matter in the long run. Like I think the only ones that transfer are like I think my English classes, like my English 101 and 102, and then like my Psych 101 that I took last semester. But I think that's it. So, but yeah, community college is really.
It probably looks better on an application to have those classes listed though.
Yeah. Like when I applied to North Carolina, I put down like on my, because you had to make a resume also. So like I put down like on my resume like the different classes that I thought kind of like were like notable classes to like have. Like I put like I took like communications. I took like, okay, so 4Cs doesn't have like a film program.
Mm-hmm.
So like the closest thing they have is performing arts, which is more like theater stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But so like I had to pick a major, so I just picked that for now because I figured there'd be like some crossover or whatnot. So I've taken like classes just like introduction to theater. Like I'm taking a stage building class right now. It isn't that bad, that one. That's good. And it's also end of the day, so it's kind of a nice, just kind of last class to end the day on.
Yeah. Nice relaxing.
Yeah. So I mean, fingers crossed that all goes well.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay.
Again, fingers crossed. But how's your search for college going, Joaquin?
Oh, I wish you didn't mention that.
Lay it on me.
Well, I was thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you know what? Before I go to college, I'm gonna need a car. Cause I'm gonna need a car, right?
Yeah, that's true. If you are commuting, you're gonna need a car.
Yep. I at this point I kind of feel like commuting would be the best option, but
Mm-hmm.
even if not, I kind of just want to get there on the road.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Yeah, like my friend Hayden, who's like my friend that goes like Assumption. Like his first 2 years he didn't have a car, which kind of sucked.
Mm-hmm.
He has a car up there now though, so that's good. But,
yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
But having a car would just be helpful in my everyday life. It would help. I'd probably be able to like pick up more hours at work or like have less sucky hours at work.
Okay.
Instead of like having to wake up dead ass of dawn.
Is that a term? I've never heard that term, dead ass of dawn.
I don't want to say crack ass of dawn.
I'm pretty sure it's just crack of dawn, joke.
You don't add an ass in there?
No, I don't. I've never. I mean,
I'm at an
I think it'd be ass crack of dawn, not crack ass of dawn.
Yeah, I don't know.
Crack ass would sound like somebody just on cocaine or crack, like a crackhead.
Yeah, but in their ass.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Really, really quick. It's a really short like tangent, so it's like it's not gonna like derail this conversation. But I just okay, I gotta pull this up my phone.
Oh,
no, it's not a video or anything. I just remember because when you said smoking crack like out of your ass, it instantly popped into my head. So over the summer, me and my friend Noah, so we worked together, and like we'd film like baseball games, and I just remember one time we were hold on, where is it? Okay, so we did the baseball game, we recorded it, and then we were packing up at the end of the day, and then we were just, I forget why we were just like doing random like rap. Oh no, I know exactly why. So we had headsets during the baseball game.
Okay.
To like talk, because there's people on like the other side of the field on like a camera, so obviously you have to talk to them to like tell them like get the ball, get the player on like first base or whatever.
Right.
And so what we did is there's two channels on like the headsets. There's like an A channel and a B channel.
Okay.
And so we go to the B channel, and somebody would grab like a freestyle beat and put it on the microphone, and we just went around and had people freestyle on like on the headsets. But so we were packing up, and I remember we were just like still talking about like the raps or whatever. Let me see if I can find it. It's one of my favorite things I've ever like wrote down. Here it is. Okay, I got it. And there's no rhyme to it. Did you want to read it?
Oh, I'm gonna rap it.
You're gonna rap it?
Oh,
it's only
absolutely.
one line. There isn't even a second line that rhymes with it.
Oh,
It's just
trust
one
me,
line.
I'm rapping it.
Okay, it's the one on the top.
Okay. All right. Give me a beat. Maybe don't. Maybe don't stop. You can stop banging on the table. You
Come
can just
on.
do the and the ch.
It's adding a nice ambient. Okay, whatever.
Okay, do it. Oh yeah. Smoking drugs up my ass. Call that butt crack on you like gravy.
Nope, that's not the rest of the line. That's a second one.
Oh.
You can just give that back to me. You ruined it. I'm very disappointed in you, Joaquin. But yeah, that's my only side tangent. Was just I wrote down smoking drugs out my ass. Call that butt crack. Anyways,
That's bad.
you want a car?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, it would just help with like work and stuff, and
Yeah.
like I'd be able to go to more tournaments.
Do you
Like,
know what car you want? Like, have you been looking around at all?
I'm probably gonna have to start off with a used car. I don't really want to.
Mm-hmm.
But like,
It's not bad. Mine's like a obviously a used car. You can kind of tell from like the side door,
right.
just
Yeah.
completely smashed in. But I didn't do that, by the way. I'm a great driver.
He almost killed us. On the way picking me up, he
Don't-
almost killed us.
Joking. All right, you don't have to put that in. Okay, we're gonna cut this out. Okay.
We're not cutting this out.
Okay.
Note to Joaquin, do not cut this out. In fact, like multiply the audio.
Mhm.
All right. Anyways, no, I could drive to your place,
That's true. You could drive. I don't have to pick you up anymore.
right? Right. And if you go to North Carolina or if you go to Florida, I could just drive down.
You just drive down like a
No.
nice easy drive down to North Carolina or Florida.
What is that, like 20 hours?
The Florida one, yeah, probably 23 hours. I think is Florida.
Okay. Well,
I don't know. Maybe cut that like, maybe not half. Is North Carolina halfway down? Do you think? I think it's a bit more than half.
It's way more. It's probably way more than half. So probably like 14 hours.
Okay, yeah, sure. We'll go 14 hours for North Carolina.
So I guess that's not way more than half, but that's still 14 hours.
Yeah, it's still 14 hours just driving.
And
I
then-
actually wouldn't mind that. I like driving.
I mean, I have no opinion yet.
Yeah.
So
Maybe I'll have to let you drive my car. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that.
damn it.
The only person also just because you don't have a permanent or license.
Okay, well,
I have let my friend who doesn't have a permanent or license drive my car, but not far. just like 2 feet for a video.
oh, that's right. The
Yeah, in the Christmas special.
yeah, that's right. Go watch the Jesse
go
Rice
watch
Christmas special.
The third one. It's a
the third
musical.
one. It's pretty good.
That's actually the title of it. It's a musical. I think is the title.
Yeah, I watched it with Jason. It was pretty good. I liked it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Free advertising.
Mm-hmm. So you're currently saving. So you're planning on buying it yourself?
Yep.
Nice.
I mean, did you have someone buy yours?
yeah. I mean, it might be like an entitled white kid thing to say, but my dad helped me with mine.
Look at this guy over here.
Yeah.
Getting,
I mean, granted, it was also my cousin's old car, so we got like a decent deal on it and stuff.
well, I wish I had a cousin with an old car.
Yeah, it really do be like that sometimes, though.
Yeah, well. But yeah, something used, preferably blue.
Oh, yeah. I wonder why. you went blue.
Yeah, I wonder why too. You notice my shirt?
Nope.
buddy? Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, I'm colorblind now. I don't know what.
Speaking about colorblind, the reason why I don't have a permit right now, don't know if I told you this.
Are you colorblind?
I'm not colorblind.
Okay, I thought you were gonna drop some real heat on me right
No,
now.
I was accused of being colorblind.
By who? By who?
Okay, so when you go take your like vision test at at the RMV now, so you can like go apply to get a permit.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of just having like the 20/20 vision test, they now have a color test alongside with it.
Okay. And you failed it?
I did fail it.
Maybe you are colorblind then.
I'm not colorblind.
Are you sure about that though? Maybe you just always thought you weren't, but you actually are.
No, because I went to an eye doctor later, and they laughed at the fact that they laughed at the fact they thought I was colorblind.
Oh.
Yeah, like they
Like
said
you called the RMV with the doctor on the phone, and they just laughed in their face.
No, they wrote on the little note that I still haven't given to the RMV.
Oh, they gave you a note to bring to the RMV?
The RMV gave me a note to bring to the eye doctor to have them sign.
Oh.
They literally would not let me get my permit test because they thought I was colorblind. Which really, what does that matter when you're driving, anyways? Let me
there's.
No, hang on.
Okay.
Let me give you context.
Yep.
I called the color yellow, which was technically. I want viewers to look this up right now. It's gonna be in the YouTube version. I want you to look up the color amber. I want you to look up
someone. They asked you the color. You said amber.
On the little RMV note. It says red, green, and amber.
Oh, they gave you an option.
No, on like the note they said to the doctors.
Oh, okay.
For the doctors, it said the patient must be able to distinguish between these 3 colors. I called amber orange.
Mm-hmm.
What does that matter?
Yeah. It's like a yellowish orange.
You should be able to. It's funny because
it's pretty close though.
Yeah, it's funny because Nate was with me, you know, getting his permit test the same day.
Yeah.
He got his eye test done after me. I said, Nate, whatever you do, don't say orange, just say yellow. Like we essentially cheated the vision test.
And so did he pass?
He didn't pass the permit test.
Oh, okay.
But he passed the vision test.
So is the vision one before or after you actually take the permit test?
It is before.
It's before, okay.
Yep.
So you didn't even get to take the permit test? Gotcha.
No. Ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is pretty ridiculous. I actually don't remember doing a vision test.
Because they don't do it. They didn't do it.
Even like for like your regular
I think 2020
eyesight?
I think like the you know the 2020 vision test they did, but not the color
I
test.
I still don't even remember that. I think I just walked in and they were like, "Okay, go in the room, take the test."
Took my first permit test, which I did pass, by the way.
Mm-hmm. So did yours expire?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was pretty lazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm gonna work on getting my permit soon.
Yeah. I remember when I got my permit. So like, because you know how you can like skip questions on it.
Yeah.
So I was doing the test, and so you can skip a question and go to the next one, and I like eventually got to the end of the test, and like I skipped so I got to the end of the test. I forget exactly the number you need. I think it's like, is it 15 out of 20? Do you remember the number that you need?
For the place I went to, it was 20 out of 25.
Okay, 20 out of 25. We'll say that. I had 19, and I skipped the rest of them.
Yeah.
And so then I had to all the other ones that I skipped, like I had no clue. And so it's like, okay, I gotta like just guess right on one of these things.
Exactly.
I got it on the first try, which I was pretty
good.
happy about.
That's good.
So I like to say that I 100%ed like my permit test, because technically I did, even though if I had to answer the rest of them, I'm sure I would have lost.
Let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Because I get accused of this all the time.
Okay.
I got 24 out of 25 questions correct on the permit test. Apparently,
no, that's impossible.
No, it's not impossible. See,
No.
There's the question.
Mine stopped as soon as I got the recommended amount right. It stopped. It didn't have me do the rest of the questions.
No, I didn't have to stop.
No, mine stopped. Where'd you go?
The one in. I want to say the one in Plymouth.
I went to the Plymouth one too.
Maybe they changed it.
I don't know. Like I said, because I was surprised when I was taking it, and like I got it right, and then it just ended.
Well, when I was taking it, I got 20 questions right, got all the way up to 24, got 24 out of 25 right. Everybody says I'm lying about this.
I do.
There's no reason there's no reason I would lie about this. I have my permit.
Do people at like your work say that you're lying about it too?
No, like my family says.
Oh, it's your family says it too? Yeah. See, here's the thing, because like when did you get your first permit? Around when?
I want to say November 2015.
Okay, so that was before I got my permit.
No, I don't even have my old permit in here.
Which means that like
they could have changed it.
But your family also said that you're lying.
Nate says.
Oh, so it's just Nate that says you're lying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the other, they don't really care.
Okay, because I was gonna say if it's like older family members, and they would have been before you.
Yeah, Nate failed on that day.
Mm-hmm.
So like. Oh yeah, that's another funny story. We were both taking the test in the same room at the same time.
Yeah.
He turns over to me. He's like, Joe, I'm gonna fail. I need help. I turn over to him. I'm looking at him. Shake my head no. I go back to the test.
That's a smart move.
Yeah,
I would have done the same thing. Move. Because if you get caught, like you're done for.
Yeah, then I would have failed the test.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well.
And I think they have like cameras in there too and stuff. So
they do have cameras in there. Like closed caption televisions.
Yeah. I had a friend that Okay, I won't name them, just because I don't know if like they want the information out there. It's not like it's not juicy information. It's just I don't know like if he'd be embarrassed if like I said this. But I have friends, they're brothers, and like I think they went on the same day. One of my friends like he passed, and his brother it took him like 3 tries I think to get his permit. And it's just, and also it's his older brother too.
That's kind of
which
sad.
is like must be kind of embarrassing.
Well, when I did go to get my permit, I also was like, okay, I could probably get my ID while I'm here too, because I don't have my license
Oh
yet.
yeah.
And they used my old permit picture. This was the day my girlfriend broke up with me. And if you look, Jason, if you were to look into my face right now, you could see how much I want to die.
Yeah, I can see it. Hold on.
They use the
You
same
look like
picture.
a psychopath in
I
this
know.
picture.
It's because I'm trying to force a smile.
That is scary.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't fun.
Yeah.
I went to the 99 later that night. Still was like not having a good
Like
time.
that like fake smile was still like stuck on your face.
No.
It's just,
Like tears were stuck on my face.
Oh no! Who'd you go to the 99 with? Was it like just your parents?
My family. Yeah, my
Yeah,
like
just your
mom.
family. So you were just crying with your family?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, big baby.
Gotcha. No, it's fine. You can let it out.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't fun.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, now I have to go retake the permit test. And I really hope that guy that was there that denied me from taking my permit test is the same person that has to read the note.
Yeah, so then you can spit on his shoes.
Exactly.
Like,
Because he said I was getting fussy with him. He said, "No, okay, don't be upset. Don't be upset. I've seen this happen all the time. You just got to go to the eye doctor and get this sorted out."
Yeah.
I said, "No, what do you want me to say? Do you want me to say it's yellow?"
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I just need you to go to the eye doctor, get this sorted out. If you want, we can try this one more time. Red, green, yellow.
So you tried it a second
Yeah,
time?
I said it like yellow. He's like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna need you to go to the eye doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
That's a big goof.
Color's one of the most subjective things on this planet, anyway. So it's like,
Yeah.
I could have called yellow blue, and he might have been like, yeah, I could see that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, the good news is, if you do end up getting your permit and end up getting your license, you might be able to get a sweet deal on a car. I'm not selling you my car.
No,
I'm just saying, KP,
Kyle
Pedersen, my mutual friends of ours.
Love that guy.
Yep, he's great. Me and my friends were hanging out with him over spring break.
Mm-hmm.
And he was talking about, he wants to, look for a new job. He still likes it at Staples.
He doesn't like it at Staples.
Okay,
I don't know what he's
I'm just saying
selling.
that in case a manager he listens to this, but
Oh.
no, it's fine. Okay, he doesn't like it at Staples really, but he's looking for a new job, and he was like, yeah, I think I might just want to become a car salesman. And so then me and my friends, Parker, Andrew, and Tricker, we were all just like, not Mr. Tricker.
I
Tricker.
know.
No, I
his
know.
son.
But
His son.
yeah, I wish it was Thomas Tricker. I can't say. Actually, never mind. I'll tell you afterwards what I was gonna say.
Wait, isn't Mr. Tricker's name
Thomas?
Tricker?
Yeah. No. Yeah. Mr. Tricker's Thomas.
So they're both.
No, Tricker's like my friend Tricker is Andrew. Andrew Tricker.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
But yeah, I wish I was hanging out with the good old Tom Tricker.
Mm-hmm.
He's a wild man. But yeah, so we devised a plan, and so when KP's ready and he wants to get that new job, we're all going to go into like we're thinking maybe a Toyota dealership, because like I think that's like the most bought like car brand.
Yeah.
And then we're all gonna go in for interviews. We're gonna go in separately too, and then me, Andrew, Parker, and Tricker are just gonna absolutely bomb the interview. Absolutely do like a terrible job.
So they have to
be
hire
the
Kyle.
worst. Like we'll spit in their face, on their shoes,
in their coffee.
Yeah, we'll shit in their cars. We'll just be like, okay, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. Come, like we'll just walk away, open up a door to the car, go in, come out.
I'm just imagining like, all right, show us how you would sell this car. you get it. You're like, the seats can function as toilets too. Or something like that.
Yeah,
so
you just rip one, just rip a mean doo-doo on that. Yeah, but so we're gonna do that, and then KP's just gonna go in and have a normal interview, and then it'll be so much better compared to everybody else that had an interview that day. That'll get the job, unless somebody exponentially better than KP also goes in that day, which is a factor we're gonna have to think about. We'll have to stand guard at the entranceway to the place.
Okay, I don't know. He could probably. Our old manager at Staples actually got a job at a Subaru dealership. So if he wanted to, he could just go to that dealership and
He might have mentioned that. I forget if he did or not.
Yeah.
But...
Miss that old manager, by the way. Hey,
is he nice?
Yep, nice guy. Hey, Joey, if you're ever listening, which I doubt you are, you will. Hey, shoot me a message if you have my number.
Hit me up. Come on.
Come on, let's do it. I know you hang out with other Staples associates.
Joaquin, give him a good TBH. Give him a TBH.
Oh, why am I being honest with him?
No. You know how people would do they'd put on their Instagram or whatever, they put the TBH picture, and then whenever they'd be like for a TBH, and then people would like it, and then they'd reply and they'd go, TBH, we never hang out. You need to hit me up.
Okay.
And that's they would do that for everybody. They'd
go,
right. TBH, we never hang out anymore. Hit me up.
All right. Yeah, Joey, just listen to what Jason said.
No, I gotta hear you say it.
TBH, Joey, we never hang out anymore. Come on, dog.
Very good. Could have used more conviction, but
let's play.
It's pretty decent. Yeah. But yeah, I'm lucky I have my license. I thought I was gonna fail. I don't know if I think I might have talked to you about how I almost failed my license. Correct?
I don't think so.
No.
Actually. No.
Okay. Anyways, so I'm going for my license. I go all the way to Springfield first of all for my license.
It's an easy place.
No, it's let me see how far Springfield is. I think it's 2 hours away. Springfield.
Then why go to Springfield?
Well, see, here's the thing. Star Wars Episode 8
was coming out.
It's coming out in theaters, and all the Episode 7 and 8. I've seen both of them in IMAX. Well, I mean, up to this point, I hadn't seen Episode 8 in IMAX. But the plan was see Episode 8 in IMAX. I want to see all the numerical films in IMAX opening night.
Okay.
So, and I bought the tickets already and stuff. So the thing is, I have to get there, and I'm going with Courtney and Jared.
Right.
And so I have to get my license before then. It's at this point, I think the movie came out December 18th, something like that. It's November 26th. All the places around here completely booked, for driving tests.
Yeah.
The only place that's open before then is Springfield, Massachusetts. And so I have the decision. Yep, it's 2 hours away. I just checked it out. I have the decision. I can either, keep refreshing every day and just, hope and pray that either a New Bedford or a Plymouth or even a Brockton RMV driving test opens. What are you doing? You drop something?
Yeah, I dropped something. Trying to pick it up with my foot without touching your foot.
Yeah, don't play footsies with me, cuz.
Oh, now it's stuck on your
sock.
There we go. Okay, thank you.
Okay, or go to Springfield. Obviously, I made the decision to go to Springfield.
Bad.
Had to get them.
Bad play.
I had to make sure that I got to Star Wars on time. That was at that point in time. That was number one thing on my mind. This coming year, once November comes this year, Episode 9 is still gonna be the only thing on my mind.
Wait, is Episode 9 coming out this year?
Yeah, it's great. And we can touch on that in a bit because there's other I want to talk about how big this year is for movies. But yeah, so specifically nerdy movies.
Exactly. Yeah.
But so I go to Springfield. I have my sister be my what's it called? Sponsor. I think that's what it's called. The person that goes on the test with you. They drive the car because you can't drive the car up. Obviously, you don't have your license.
Right.
And they sit in the backseat or whatever. Usually, people either have their parents or their driving instructor do it.
Exactly.
But my sister was free, so she had a car that had you needed an emergency brake on the side console.
Also, the instructor can stop it.
Yeah, my mom's car doesn't have that, or actually maybe it does. I don't know. But anyway, my sister's car had it. So I take her car or whatever, and so we wait, we get in line. Finally, I get my test, and there was between two. I saw two instructors. There was a guy instructor who seemed relatively not too hard,
mm-hmm.
And then there was a female instructor that seemed just a drill sergeant, almost Hudson from high school.
Yeah,
almost kind of that, but more stern, I think, than Hudson.
Oh wow, so
yeah,
that's scary.
Yeah. For those that don't know, Hudson was one of the JROTC teachers.
Yeah.
So she was a legit drill sergeant, basically.
Right. Yeah. Not a fun person.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, if you get to know her, she's probably all right.
Yeah, but Colonel Stanton?
Colonel Stanton. I love Colonel Stanton. I saw
Love
him
that
over the
guy.
weekend. Not this past weekend, but the weekend before. He wasn't at Assumption College partying.
That would be fun. Though.
Yeah, it would be great. I would have loved to see him up there.
Hmm.
But anyway, but I get the guy, which I'm happy about.
Right?
I'm still nervous, super nervous, of course.
Makes
And
sense.
so I get in the car. You know, we do like the hand signals or whatever. Check the lights. Everything's good. And he's like, "All right, let's get going." So we start to like move through the parking lot. It's kind of like a big parking lot, so there's some turns that you have to do inside the parking lot itself.
Right.
And he's like, "All right, take a right here." I go left because
You fool.
I'm not thinking, and I'm also very nervous.
You fool.
And then I didn't notice it at this time. And then he goes, "Yeah, you just went left." And I said right. And I was like, "Oh shoot." I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm like really nervous." He's like, "Yeah, it's okay. I can kind of tell." And he's like, "Just take like a right here." So I go right or whatever. So we go down the street, and I think the first thing that we did was
Well, hang on a second, Jason.
okay.
I hate to interrupt you, but
Yes,
it's time for the Peabody Potato Fact of the Day.
you're right, Joaquin. Miss Peabody, what do you got for us today?
The sweet potato, belongs in the same family as morning glories, while the white potato belongs to the same group as tomatoes, tobacco, chili pepper, eggplant, and the petunia.
Very good, Miss Peabody. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you, Miss Peabody.
Anyways, as I was saying, so I pull out. I think the first thing that we do is we do hill parking.
Okay.
But the thing is, it was a relatively like level street. Like it wasn't that like big of a dip.
Okay.
So he's like, "All right, yeah, pull over to the side over here." And so I go, "Wait, is this hill parking?" And he goes, "Does it look like we're on a hill?" And I was like, yeah, I guess kinda." And he goes, "Okay, then yeah, then we're on a hill." And I was like, "Okay." So I pull over to the side. I turn the wheel. I forget exactly which way I did it. I don't know if there was a curb or not. But I turn the wheel like how you would do it on a hill.
Right.
I get that part right. But he opens the door and he looks out, and I'm like 3 feet away from the curb. And he's like, "Yeah, you're pretty far away. Do you remember like how far away you're supposed to be from the curb?" And then I go, I have no idea like what the actual like number is, but I go like a foot. Like I take like a guess, so I say a foot. He doesn't hear me though, and he goes, what did it say in your book?" And I was like, "Shoot, I got to get the exact answer now." And so then I'm like, "I'm not gonna make a fool of myself and just guess." So I was like, "I don't know what it said." And then he goes, "It said 12 inches."
Which is a foot.
Which is a foot. And so if I said that, you know. But anyways, so he's like, "Okay, well, turn around here, and we'll go, and like we'll head back. Not like head back to the place. Like, well, I wasn't done with the test. Like he didn't just fail me then. But he was like, "Yeah, turn around here." So I do like 3-point turn, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, 3-point turn, light work. The easiest thing on your road test, at least I think.
All right.
So then we're going down the street, and he goes, "Oh yeah, parallel park behind this car," and I do that. Actually, very successfully. Like he opened up and he looked out. He's like, "This is actually like really good." Because that's the thing I was practicing all day. Because like we had like time to wait. So like there was like they had cones set up outside the R&B so you could practice and stuff before.
Right.
So like I was practicing all day. So that was good. And then he goes, "All right, back up in a straight line." So I back up. He's like, "All right, yeah, you're good." He opens up, and like I kind of veered off from the side of the road.
Okay.
And he's like, "Yep, you're pretty far away." Close it. He's like, "All right, let's head back to the place." And he's giving me directions. We get to the end of the street. He goes, "All right, turn right." I turn left again.
You fool.
But the thing is, okay, I catch it right as soon as I start to turn left and I go, "Shoot, this is left." And he goes, "Yep." And I go, "I'm so sorry." And he's like, "Yep, it's fine. We'll just do a loop back around." So we loop back around. We get back to the RMV. The RMV. And he goes, "Okay." And then he took out his clipboard. He goes over everything. He goes, "You like, oh, you weren't next to the curb. You veered off during like your backing up.
You're panicking.
I asked
right now.
you." Yeah. He was like, "You're obviously pretty nervous. You like turned the wrong way like twice." And he goes, "So do you know what this means?" And I was just like, "Yeah," thinking that I failed. And he goes, "Congratulations, like Mr. Ellis, on your license." I was like, "What?" And he goes, "Yeah, it's two. It's like baseball. It's 3 strikes. You got 2 strikes." And then he was like, "If you turned the wrong way for a 3rd time, I would have counted that as a strike, and then you would have failed." But he was like, "But you only did it twice, and then you messed up on like your
curb parking
on your
that's
on your
3
parking."
That's 3 strikes right there.
No. He didn't. He would have counted like me turning the wrong way as a strike if I did that 3 times. It's like its own subsection of strikes.
No. That's
what he said.
That's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, it is kind of ridiculous. That's why I thought I failed. But he was like, "Yeah, it's only 2 strikes. Like the only 2 strikes are the curb and then the backing up in a straight line. He goes, and if you messed up again on like the turning the wrong way, then I probably would have failed you for that.
All right. Well, I'm sorry. You should have failed.
Yeah, I know. I probably should have. And the thing is, like, at least I think, and I don't know how. I'm pretty sure everybody thinks this, but I think not. They don't think I'm a good driver.
You're
Everybody.
an alright driver.
I think I'm a good driver,
You're
and I'm sure everybody thinks that they're a good driver. But yeah, so I thank the Lord I did that. But on that a bit, so I was driving home. Oh, I want to say this is like two or 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
And so I met my dad at like D'Angelo's or something like that.
All right.
And so, but I met him there. So he drove and I drove.
Okay.
And so then we eat, we go home. He goes to his house, I go to my house. But we're leaving and we're on the road. And we go to like, do you know where like Santoro's is, like the Cumbies?
Yeah.
You know, like that light that's there.
Yeah.
So we're both at that light, and I look over, and I'm pretty sure he's next to me, but it's like a red truck. And so I'm like, oh, okay. And then I'm sitting there, it's like a red light, and then it turns green, and I start to go. And then I look up, and I swear it's red. And I'm like, what? And then I'm looking. The other side also has red, but I look behind me, it doesn't look like anybody's moving. So I'm just like, shoot, I'm already going. I just have to go. So I go through it, and I look, and my dad also goes through it. And I'm like, what just happened? Like, it was like Twilight Zone stuff. And I was like, it was just confusing because I could have sworn turned green, and then I could have sworn I looked up and it was red. So then I'm expecting a phone call from my dad at this point, for him to call my phone and be like, what the heck was that? I was like, okay, maybe my dad went to like, in case the like people going across were going, and he was gonna like save me. he was like putting himself out there. But I'm expecting like a phone call from him being like, what the heck was that? And so I don't get a phone call, and I get home, and there's no word from him. And it's almost like I'm like one point relieved that he isn't like yelling at me or anything. But at the same time, it's like almost concerning that like he's not like
yelling at
up in arms that I ran a red light.
Right.
And so I'm like, what's going on? So I text him just like to kind of, break the ice a bit. And I'm like, hey, we're never going to talk about that red light, okay? And then he goes, what red light? And I go, I'm like, oh shoot, that must not have been him next to me. And I go, oh, sorry, I thought you were next to me. Don't be worried. I ran a red light. And it's funny because I was talking about running red lights with him at D'Angelo's too.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I ran a red light. The other people had red lights too. But yeah, so I'm safe and everything, and I'm good. I don't know what happened. He goes, okay, just be careful driving like the rest of the night. And I was like, okay, yeah, I will.
Well, only the rest of the night. Every other day.
Yeah. Well, I had work, so he knew I had to like drive to like the Cape for work. I was filming a hockey game, and so then I want to say like a week or two afterwards, me, him, and my sister go to this place in not New Bedford, in Bridgewater. It's called Sugarcane. It's a Thai food place.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. I like Crew Thai better here in Wareham. I like Crew Thai. Have you ever been to Crew Thai, Joaquin? You're looking very confused when I said Crew Thai.
No, Crew Thai 2, right?
Crew Thai 2, yeah, of course. Only Crew Thai 2.
Exactly. Well, yes, I have been to Crew Thai. I haven't gotten anything because I don't like.
We should go to Crew Thai.
No.
Why not?
I don't really like that kind of food.
I'm really happy you said food. Okay. Anyways.
What did you think I was gonna
No,
say?
nothing. But anyway, so we're having Thai food, and then I'm talking to my sister. I'm telling her the story, and then my dad goes, "No, I was next to you. It wasn't a red light. Like it was green." And I'm like, "What?" And like, cause when I thought I was wigging out when I thought I saw the green light. I was like, "How did I see a green light?"
Okay.
But then now I'm thinking, "How did I see a red light?" And I think I just have schizophrenia.
I don't think so. I think maybe.
Well, okay.
There are probably like a billion other.
Let me rephrase this. I don't think I legitimately have schizophrenia, but like I remember in high school at least, I would always think when we were talking about like in psychology class about schizophrenia, I'm always like, how do you know you don't have schizophrenia? You really don't. For all you know, Joaquin, and for all the listener knows, they could be schizophrenic right now and they're just sitting in an empty like padded room.
That sounds like something a schizophrenic would say, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna like fade away in a second.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna be in a padded room just talking to myself.
Yeah, and then you're gonna be like, oh, so I did have schizophrenia.
Yeah.
That's just like try to talk to like one of the people and be like, well, get back in your room.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And then the other funny thing about it too, it's kind of a long story, but it was an eventful like couple of weeks with like this topic of like the running the red light.
Okay.
And then I think I went to like Papagino's with my dad, And so we're leaving, and I didn't meet him there. Like we both, like he picked me up or whatever.
I hate to interrupt, but is our Papa Gino's closing?
As of right now, no.
Okay. That's a good sign.
Yeah, they're in decent shape right now.
I thought like the whole company went bankrupt.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. But they kept like the good ones open, I guess.
What? Maybe there are like two different things. Like when it comes to retail stores, there's like franchises, which is company owned, and then there's like renting the name.
No, that's franchising.
There's like two different. Because like Blockbuster went bankrupt, Blockbuster closed, but there are still like there's like one Blockbuster left, and there was a couple of years ago there was still a couple of Blockbusters left.
Yeah.
They just had the Blockbuster name. They weren't franchise stores.
Yeah.
They were just using the name, or something like that.
Yeah. No. Well, so like what you can do is you can, because my dad sometimes talks about this as like a joke. He wants to like franchise. He like wants to get a Chick-fil-A and like own a Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
Just because there isn't Chick-fil-A around here and he likes Chick-fil-A and he thinks they would make big bucks. But yeah, I'm pretty sure franchising is when it's like the other thing. It's like when somebody else somebody else is like the regional manager or whatever of like those stores. It's like their stores, but like it's like they're like part of the Chick-fil-A or whatever.
Right.
I think that's how it works. I don't know. But anyway, so we're leaving Papa Gino's, and then we're at the light, and then he's like, I forget what he's doing. He's like doing something on his phone or whatever, and he puts it down. Or no, he wasn't even on his phone. He was just looking like at like the light. He was like spacing out, and then he like some other light turns or something, and then he goes, and we still have a red light, and I'm like, Dad, what are you doing? And he goes, oh shoot, and he goes, wouldn't that just turn green? And I was like, no, and I was like,
oh no,
it must run in the family.
Yeah,
I
it's
guess.
hereditary.
Yeah, so I mean. But yeah, so I'm happy I have my license and I didn't do that on the test because that would have been
that would have been strike number 3.
Yeah.
Oh wait, sorry, you would have to do that 3 times for that to be strike number 3.
Yeah. You're true. That's right. But yeah, so that's my story about driving with schizophrenia. But yeah, but other than that though, like I said, I love driving. Like the 2 hour, like it's more like a 1.5 hour drive up to like Worcester to like my friend Hayden's school, and like. Drive by super quick.
Everybody says Worcester, but it's Worcester.
Shut up. It isn't I don't even get how people like see Worcester because there isn't an H.
So?
How do you get the ch sound out of the C?
I
could see maybe like a Worcester. How do you get Worcester out?
No, how
of
you
it?
get a K sound with a C?
Because C's by themselves, like cat.
Hey, you're saying a K sound right now.
Joking. I'm about to like kick you out of my house right now. but yeah, I don't get how people see Worcester. Because I remember, I forget who said that, but like it was like in like middle school, one of the teachers would always say that. Like
I've always said Worcester.
You did?
Yeah.
I just don't get it. Again, there's no H in it.
Because I've also like the sauce what is it? Because I believe the sauce is called Worcester sauce, right? Worcestershire sauce or whatever.
Worcestershire? I don't know. Is it spelled the same way though?
It's spelled the same way, but just like a "sure" at the end, Shire or whatever.
Okay, with like an E at the end of it.
Yeah. No, like an extra Worcester. I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna have to Google that.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't even know what that tastes like. That sauce.
Me neither.
I feel like it'd be something like a horseradish or something like that.
I'm all set. I'm pretty content with not knowing what it tastes like. Just like I'm pretty content with not knowing what Crew Thai 2 tastes like.
We gotta go to Crew Thai 2.
We're not going to Crew Thai 2.
The thing, you like chicken, Joaquin, correct?
Oh, I love chicken.
Yeah. I just bit my tongue.
Haha.
But I know. But I know this. I literally bit my tongue, by the way, to people.
Your chung?
Yeah, my chung. I'm saying that because I bit it. I wasn't saying like, oh, I just ate my words and I bit my tongue. I literally just bit my tongue. Anyways.
Which means you ate. Yeah, whatever.
But the Thai wings at Crew Thai, delicious. We got to get Thai wings, Joaquin. We got to go to Crew Thai, get some Thai wings, get some crispy chicken fried rice, and maybe like some chicken satay. Or we'll just chicken it up.
Or KFC has chicken and waffles again.
Do they actually?
Yep, they're back.
Don't joke about me. Don't joke about this, Joaquin. All right?
I swear to God, the Mrs. Buttersmith commercials are back on television. I went to KFC like a couple days ago.
And you got it?
No, but like in the drive-thru, it was like they're back, chicken and waffles.
All right, yeah. Cut the Crew Thai like talk. Yeah, after this podcast, we're going to get chicken and waffles. Like because the thing is like, it's and I don't
chicken
and we
and
didn't
waffles.
talk about this in like the actual first that we released episode, right? I remember we talked about it in one of the first episodes that we recorded, but I don't think it was. No, it wasn't in.
We gave like I think we gave like a small bit of not. I don't think it was like the first episode we recorded. Definitely not the first episode we recorded because the first episode was technically the Star Wars debate.
No, I just mean it wasn't in the one that we released, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
But I remember there was one time for the listeners that we recorded an episode and we talked about chicken and waffles, and neither of us had it. I think at that point, unless you had it before, but
No.
I don't think you did.
No.
And then we were just like, all right, after this podcast, we're gonna go get some chicken and waffles. It was glorious.
It was pretty good.
Like I love the chicken and waffles at KFC. I don't even use the syrup, but it's just such a nice. It's just such a nice combo. I like the like salty-ish, kind of seasoned chicken mixed with just like a nice sweet, warm, like soft waffle.
It was nice and fluffy too.
Yeah, like I've had
for a fast food waffle.
It's very nice.
It's very nice.
I think it's better than like the school waffles we get from like the high
Oh,
school.
definitely. Those waffles were terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, they weren't. They were. There was also like those waffles that like you break apart. Those were kind of good.
Like the funnel cake ones?
Yeah, they're not. It wasn't actually funnel cakes though. They called them waffles.
They called it
or
funnel.
whatever.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think so.
They're
They
better. A lot
They just
better
kind of
than
put batter and just kind of like
right,
randomly poured it on like a.
right.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Those were good,
But
not
high
as
school
good.
doesn't stand a chance to it. I will say, comparing high school to KFC, high school chicken bowl is better than KFC chicken bowl.
Okay,
I think it's a definite fact.
here's the problem.
Yeah.
I've never had a high school chicken bowl.
How? How did you? Not even the fact like how have you like resisted it? Well, that is a thing though. How did you resist it? But how did you just manage to all these years never have one?
I don't like corn.
I'm pretty sure you can ask for it without corn.
I didn't want to be a nuisance.
That's not being a nuisance.
So I just every time.
It makes their job easier because that's one less scoop they have to do.
Look, it was it was like a win-win. I would get the rolls because those rolls,
Yeah.
delicious. I mean, it was literally just bread,
Mm-hmm.
but like magnifique.
Gotcha.
And I would just give them give the bowls.
Yeah, like you've given me a couple bowls, I think.
Yep. Basically, whoever first come first serve, really.
Yeah. And for those that don't go to that are listening to this, that never went to Wareham High School, you guys, I'm telling you, you guys missed out on Chicken Bowl. Chicken Bowl was like the thing.
People would flip out over the chicken bowl.
Yeah,
and it's it was. I guess I've literally never had it.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like there's no way it could be better than KFC's.
It's delicious.
There's
Joaquin.
no way.
Ask anybody that's had both of them. I guarantee they'd say that
Jason, have you had both of them?
Yes, I have. And I like the Wareham's High School bun better.
What about it though? Like
I think the chicken's better. I think.
Do you think the chicken is better?
Yeah, I think the popcorn chicken that they use is better. It's not like I think the gravy that they use is better than the KFC gravy.
You think? Okay, that's where you're wrong. KFC gravy is a liquid you can drink by itself. All right.
That's a negative.
That is not a negative. You are wrong. I have never actually drinking KFC gravy by itself. However, I have used KFC gravy as like a dipping sauce.
Okay.
Not just for chicken.
Okay.
But for like fries or chips, whatever.
Do you just get gravy on the side when you go to KFC? You just ask for that, or you just
what ends up
dip it in
happening
mashed
is
potato?
what ends up happening is like you
because
they split the mash and they split the gravy and you always have like some extra gravy
I know
left
what you're
over.
talking about. As soon as it clicked in my mind.
Now KFC also used to have like the best mac and cheese, but they changed the recipe of it for no good reason. It's probably less healthy now, but I'm a big guy. I don't really care. I'ma eat.
Yeah, and I'm a small guy, and I need it to be unhealthy.
Exactly.
I need to get big. I need to get buff. I need to get fat.
For the audience, Jason is literally just skin and bones right now. I'm actually like moving his jaw.
Yeah, no offense to people that are anorexic, but I look like I'm anorexic.
Yeah.
I was talking to somebody over the weekend actually, and I was like, because I went to when I was at Assumption again. Went to the restaurant, like the school restaurant. It's called Chuck's.
Okay.
And so we went to Chuck's, and I was ordering, and I noticed that they had corn dogs.
All right.
Love corn dogs. I ordered 3 of them.
Oh.
And everybody was like, "Why did you get 3 of them? Are you really gonna fiend 3 hot like corn dogs?" And I've done much more than 3 corn dogs back in my prime. I remember there was this one night where I bought like just a big box of microwavable corn dogs, and I sent like a snap story to my friends of just every single time I take a corn dog out, put it in the microwave, like put it in a minute,
Right.
then show them the stick, then the next one in. I ate the whole box. But anyway, so I ate the corn. I got 3 corn dogs, and I was eating them, and I was starting to get full. I only had like 2. I had 2 of them, and I was starting to get full. And they're like, take them on like a walk with you, and I was like, yeah, I probably should. And then they said like, yeah, you gotta beef up, and I was like, yeah, that's one of the good things though about or no, they might no one of my friends or one of my friends' friend, he's my friend too, but he was like, yeah, like if I had like that many corn dogs, like I'd blow up or whatever, something along those lines. I forget exactly what he said, and I was like, yeah, the good thing about being skinny is that you can eat, or like having my like metabolism is I can eat whatever I want.
Oh man, Mr. Souza.
Yeah,
Got some history with that guy.
yeah, yeah. The thing is, like my freshman year when I first had him, I didn't think he was that bad of a dude, but I guess he's having like a midlife crisis. I don't know if yeah, screw it. If Souza listens to this, hi Souza, but I don't think he's gonna. But I guess he's having like a midlife crisis where he like had to cut like down his weight a bunch.
Okay.
Because he's like, how he refs for like basketball games or something like that.
He does?
Yeah, because I always remember my freshman year, he talked to this kid, what's his name? Mike something. It's Mike. I don't know if it's Roach or Roche. It's one of them because we had 2 of those in our school.
I think it was.
It's the ginger one.
There was 2 of them.
It's the ginger one.
Oh no!
Don't know who he is. But he would always talk to them about shoes in class. Like he'd be like, "Yo, look how dope these shoes are." And he'd had like these black shoes. Like those would be sick for when I'm reffing. But anyway, so he's a ref, and I guess like he was told that if he's gonna make it big, like in reffing, because he wants to make it big, he's got to cut his weight down because he can't be like that. Like
yeah, you can't run
because he pretty much looks like an athlete. Like I'll give it to Susie. He's jacked. He's a jacked dude. But I guess like he like had to cut down his weight and he looks like almost sickly, I guess. Now I haven't seen him, but this is just like stories that I've heard of him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I didn't mind Susan my first year. There were a couple times where like he'd obviously go fucking like nuts.
Can't be calling kids apes.
Yeah, he did that to you.
That's a little rough.
You want to go through that, Joaquin? For those that don't know, didn't hear the story.
Okay, well, for all of our non-Massachusetts listeners, and for future park listeners, hey, it's making a comeback.
Mm-hmm.
I don't actually know if it is, but hey, for all those people, we have standardized tests in Massachusetts called MCAS. Massachusetts, like something blah 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 blah.
Yeah, and like other states have it too.
Yeah, but every state pretty much has their own different version of it. So yeah, we 1 year taking the MCAS. Mr. Souza was our proctor. You were there.
Yeah, I don't remember this. I can't recall this, but I know I was there.
You were in the room.
Yeah.
Do you remember at least how I had my legs up on the desk?
No.
Okay, well
this whole like story is a blur to me. But
I had my legs like laying up on the desk. He said. Mr. Souza said something like, hey, get your legs down, you monkey. Very, very, I mean, it was already silent because like it was the MCAS, but like very, very very dead silent room.
Yeah, and for those that don't know, Joaquin is, of course, half black.
Yep. So that's a little rough.
Yeah, and then didn't you call him out on it one day, and he was like, I didn't do that, and then you reminded him?
What happened was I told Joey, because we went to a tournament or whatever, I told Joey thought it was funny. Mm-hmm. Then Joey started telling people. Mr. Souza somehow heard it. He stops me in the hallway. He's like, Mr. Matthews, are you accusing I called you a monkey? Yeah, because you did. What? No, I didn't. Remember MCAS? That's all it took.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's funny how he remembered it.
Yeah,
too.
That's all it took. He's like, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Sousa's nuts.
On my way.
Like, I remember there was one time because I had him for, like, world history or whatever. Mm-hmm. And so, like, what he would do sometimes for, like, assignments was he would, like, put us in, like, groups or whatever. Actually, he just, like, let us get into groups. But you get into groups and you'd be, like, assigned, like, pages or, like, a chapter. And then there were questions that came along with it. And then, like, you'd answer the questions as a group. And then you'd go up to, like, his desk and talk to him about, like, the answers or whatnot. And you'd basically review it with him. And I remember there was one question where it was, like, after the Soviets like built their machines in a field, what would they do with them? And we were like, what the heck? And we couldn't find it anywhere in the chapter. And so we just guessed. We were like, I don't know, like move them.
Mm-hmm.
Like once they built them in a field, I don't know, move them to use them. And so we go up to him, we show him our answer. He's like, but he goes over he asked the question. He was like, okay, what did the Soviets do like after they built like their machines in fields? And we were like, move them. He's like, what? And he goes, no, what would they do when they built them in fields? And we were like, I don't know. Like none of us knew. And then he was like getting like irate that none of us knew. He's like, this is easy. Like, how do you not know this? And we're like, what? And then he goes, okay, if you build something in a field, like an open field, what do you do with it? And we're like, I've never built anything in an open field. I don't know. What do you do with it? And then he eventually just like, you build a wall around it. It's simple. And we're like, what? You build a wall around it? How do you get that?
Yeah, it's common sense.
Yeah.
Just build a wall around it.
But then like there'd be other times in class where like I don't know, did you ever have him as a teacher?
No.
There'd be times in class he just starts kicking stuff because people just wouldn't have like an answer to something, and he just like. Cause I remember we were watching the Gandhi, like the one with like Ben Mendelsohn. Nope, that's not the actor. Ben Kingsley. He plays Gandhi, and so we were watching the movie or whatever, and he paused it and he was like, we were going over questions that like he gave us for him. And then he, I forget what the question was, but he asked us, and nobody knew the answer. He's like, "This is easy, come on!" And he starts kicking stuff. And then he's like, "I swear to God, if you guys don't answer, I'm gonna throw this TV if you don't answer it." And so then all of us were like, "All right, let's see if he throws the TV. Come on, let's see this." But then he thought it was funny too because we laughed, and then he like hyped himself up when he heard us laughing, so he thought he was a comedian. Then he starts kicking more stuff. But yeah, so he was a kind of a nutcase. Again, he'll beat me up if he listens to this. Because technically, I'm not a student anymore. He could do that if he wanted to. He could just show up to my house. And
he absolutely could.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm ready, Souza. Souza, I'm ready. Come swinging. If you go to Wareham High School, also don't show this to him. All right. Actually, no. He's skinny now, so I might be able to take him.
No, you won't.
Yeah, you're right. I'm still much more skinnier than him.
He is mopping the floor with you, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
He's gonna be like, you were gonna be his like literal mop when he gets like promoted from referee to like mop the floors.
Yeah. And then I have like a video of him freestyle rapping. I think I've showed you that.
Mm-hmm.
That'll eventually go on YouTube somewhere. Maybe here. Well, I don't know. I recorded it for like my soccer videos that I was making. I haven't made it one in like forever. So who knows? Maybe I'll still make one. If not, I might just put it on here. It's funny. But everybody was like, you can't post it. Like he'll tell you to take it down. But like again, I'm not a student anymore, Souza. You're just gonna have to beat me up if you want me to take it down. Please don't beat me up, Susan. I'd appreciate it.
Wasn't he a law teacher?
Yeah, he was.
You could just sue us.
He could sue. No, he'd have his students sue us.
That's right.
Yeah. So basically, because Joaquin already knows the story, but this is more for the viewer's pleasure. Our friend Joey took his law class, and so Souza got into like a dispute with his neighbor because like his neighbor like either did build up his house or he tried to build up his house, which like blocked Souza's water like front view or whatever. And so he was taking him to court to like say that you can't do that because it like lowers the price of Souza's house when you block like the waterfront view if he wants to resell it.
Right.
And so what he ended up doing was he like had his law class like make up the like it was like a PowerPoint for like the case, and he said that he was going to use the best one for the actual court case. And like if you look at it one way, it's like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like he's actually like it's a law class. He's make them do like actual like law stuff like in real life. But then when you think about it, he's literally just making his students do all the work for him, so he doesn't have to do it, and for free.
He just grades. Grades it.
Granted, I don't know how good any of them were. I could probably find Joey's. I think I have access to his email. I think I know what his password is to his email, to his school email. But yeah,
you might know his password to his email, but do you know his PIN on his debit card?
Yeah, it's no. I don't know. I have no idea. Oh, I got a new debit card. Is it? Did you get it?
Did I?
Yeah. No. They just bring up random. I saw you open your wallet because I wasn't sure.
Oh, because my ID.
Okay. But I got a new debit card.
All right. Do you have the embossed numbers on your card?
The what?
Or like the numbers raised on your card?
I do now. I didn't on my old one.
I don't have it on mine.
Yeah, because they probably printed it there for you, right?
They did.
Yeah. Well,
did yours get shipped in?
Yeah, because I got a random email from them where they were like, yeah, excuse me, but we think that your card has been compromised, So we're gonna send you a new one. So just keep track of your account. And then they were like, we're gonna limit your daily spending to $700 on your account.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just like, I don't have $700 in my account in the first place. But yeah, so I got a new debit card. I cut my old one. I still have half of it. The other half went in the trash somewhere.
Do you have the part with the chip?
Yes.
Oh, you gotta throw that away.
Why do I gotta throw that away, Joaquin?
That
What if somebody gets it out of the trash?
the chip?
Yeah.
You gotta throw that part away.
What if somebody digs through the trash and finds the chip?
Get a shredder. Which we now sell at Staples. Well, we've always sold it to Staples.
But you still sell them at Staples.
We still sell them at Staples.
Is there a deal on them? You got any deals?
We got weekly deals on all of our products, Jason.
I don't care about the rest of your products. I'm talking about your shredders.
Well, right now for about $59.99, which is about $60 off, you get a 10-sheet cross-cut shredder, which actually does shred credit cards.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's actually like a function that it shreds credit cards and CDs.
Uh-huh.
And DVDs, I guess.
Crazy.
Yeah. So if you,
That's kind of nutty. I do need a new shredder.
well, if you ever need, like you said, if you need a new shredder, I'm your guy.
Yeah, because you will let me get your employee discount.
If I'm with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking about that, me and Joey on Thursday, we went to Newberry Comics. He bought some vinyls, like the first vinyls he's ever bought.
What did he get? Do you remember?
I do not remember, which is kind of unfortunate. Would have really added flavor to the story.
Yeah, I know. This is really just like a dry story now, but keep going. Whatever.
Well, he's like, man, I just want like a record player to like play these.
Mm-hmm.
And we're at Newberry Comics. They have record players there. And he's like looking at the prices of them. He's like, what? Just ridiculous. Like the cheapest one was like $80.
That's not that bad for a record player.
Well, what we ended up doing was we went to like see if we sold any record players on Staples.com.
Mm-hmm.
We found one. It was like $90 or whatever. We price matched it to Amazon. For like $45.
You can do price match at Staples?
Yep, 110%.
To like from any place, really, basically, for the most part.
The only restrictions that I know of is it has to be a retail store.
So it can't be like eBay, obviously.
Oh,
yeah.
Funny story about that. A customer tried to price match an item on a still running eBay auction. Yeah, Trey was cashing them out. He's like,
and I bet Trey probably put it through.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
No. we don't do that here.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
It was like match.
It was just like a 1 cent eBay auction too, because he showed it to me.
Mm-hmm.
Guy was pretty furious about it. It's like, well, whatever, dude. You know what you did.
Mm-hmm. Dang, I should probably do that. I've never done price match, but it's probably a good idea.
Well, I do it. What I get the Walmart app. You can do a UPC scanner, like in the top right corner.
Oh, and then you can just like scan the item. And
yeah, so like
because I know, Walmart does it too, right?
Yeah, we overcharge like everything for like soda and candy. So like get like a $2 off soda, and then my employee discount. It's really nice to get like 80-cent sodas.
Nice. Yeah, that's for everybody that listens to the podcast. You are now eligible for Joaquin's employee discount, right, Joaquin?
Yeah. Here is my phone number. Redacted.
Very nice. But yeah, what are we running right now? 110.
110.
Should we wrap it up? Because I remember last time, once it got to like 130, like the audio started to desync.
Okay. Well, I just want to say something real brief.
Oh, you want to fill something in?
You know, I finally watched Spider-Verse.
Ooh, yeah.
Really.
You texted me about it.
Fantastic movie. I'm ashamed I didn't watch it sooner. Like, I'm really, really ashamed I did not watch that movie sooner.
Mm-hmm.
That movie is so good. I just wish there was more of it. It was too short.
Yeah, but I mean that's like a good complaint.
That is an amazing complaint.
Yeah,
they set it up for sequels too.
Exactly. The
post-credit scene was pretty funny. You're pointing at me. No, you're pointing at me.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
The thing with the Spider-Verse was like, I think I saw it either 2 or 3 times, but like each time I saw it, like I liked it more. Like when I first watched it, before I watched it, like I had like, cause I follow like a movie reviewer on YouTube, John Campia, love that guy. You guys should go check him out. Well, he doesn't just do movie reviews. He does like movie news. Like he has like a movie show like every day of the week.
Right.
And so, but he raved about it. It was like, and it was in like his top 5 just like general movies of like the year. Like he loved that movie, and it's like, so there's some differences between our tastes, but I think I have a relatively similar-ish taste to Campia.
Right.
And so then I was like, oh sweet, so this is gonna be great because I trust his reviews and stuff. And then like when I watched it, I was a bit underwhelming because like he like hyped it up so much. But then as I watched it more and more, like I appreciated it more and more each time. And yeah, it's great. I love it. It's probably my favorite animated movie of the year. At first,
that's not saying much though.
At first it was Teen Titans Go to the Movies.
I haven't seen that one yet. I really don't want to.
People really be sleeping on Teen Titans Go to the Movie.
I heard it.
I'm not a big fan of the TV show. I like the original like Teen Titans TV show, but like Teen Titans Go, I'm not a big fan of it. Teen Titans Go to the Movie. It's kind of fire. Not gonna lie.
I've heard good things.
I like it better than Incredibles 2. I like Teen Titans Go to the Movies better than Incredibles 2.
Okay, well, for like superhero movies, probably was like. I can't. I've heard good things about it, but like the plot doesn't really interest me because isn't the plot they're just like trying to stop like superhero movies from being made?
So you're talking about Teen Titans Go to the Movies, right?
Yeah.
Not that they want to get their own movie. Like Robin wants his own movie, and so they got to try to get their own movie. Yeah. Then there's like an actual like story plot to it as well. Okay. Like,
maybe
there were some good laughs in it. I'll say that. Like it was a nice little like there was no parts where I was like, oh, like I didn't cringe at really any part of it. Like they were pretty self-aware of like themselves. So yeah, everybody listen to this. First, check out Paddington 2 because that's my favorite movie of 2018. Check out Paddington 2. I gotta plug that, and then maybe Teen Titans Go to the Movies and Spider-Verse, of course, but Paddington 2, all the way.
Are you saying Paddington?
Am I speaking too fast again?
Paddington.
It's Paddington. Yes.
2, the bear.
Paddington 2. Yes, the bear.
Okay, that's kind of a surprise actually.
Did you not know that's my favorite movie of the year?
I did not know that was your favorite movie of the year.
I love Paddington 2.
Well,
it's it's one of the comfiest movies I've ever seen. I don't know what I like better, that or 1.
I haven't seen the first one.
I think you should. Have you seen the second one?
No.
Okay.
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't seen either of them.
I'd say see the first one first, obviously, because you kind of have to have like it's a setup.
Right.
Second one, then see that. It's a great sequel. It doesn't disappoint at all. I remember I saw it. I was almost an empty theater, but then there was like a guy and like his daughter that went into it. But like, great time at the movies. Yeah. It was also like my third movie of the year, so it held its number 1 place all throughout 2018. Oh. And then you have things like Green Book and like Avengers and stuff like that. But Paddington 2 remained the king.
Yeah, but like
2018 movies.
But for like animated movies last year, it was just not a good. It's not a good showing.
Yeah, well,
you had like big names.
Yeah.
Like with Incredibles 2 finally coming out after what, like 13 years.
It was like something like that. It was like 14, 13.
Constantly being teased, but it was just Pixar just has a problem where they just keep doing the same movie again. Yeah, they just switch roles.
I was just like for the most part just bored with Incredibles 2. And also it was very predictable.
Right.
I was just like I had a friend that really enjoyed it. He likes it better than the first one. But I really don't get that.
Nah.
Like Incredibles 2 is like in like my top 10 like worst movies of the year, I think.
Really?
It might be like my least favorite animated movie of the year. I like Wreck-It Ralph 2 better than that.
See, that's where we differ.
I like Wreck-It Ralph 1 better than Wreck-It Ralph 2.
Yeah, well, that should just be a fact.
Yeah.
Because Wreck-It Ralph 1 is actually good. You know, Wreck-It Ralph 2 is just it's the same problem. It's the same as the first movie. They just switch roles. Fish out of water story doesn't really know who he is or who they are.
Yeah. And we didn't talk about this in the last one, right? No, because the last one was in November.
No, yeah.
Yeah, the thing with Wreck-It Ralph 2 is just like they made him like he's also like a different character than the first one.
Yeah, he's dumb.
Like he's just dumb in the second one. I still had an alright time with the movie. Like, it wasn't terrible, but like it's just nowhere close to the first one.
Right. But you know what? This year for animated movies,
I really have no idea what anime movies are coming out this year. Well, nope, that's a live action. I was gonna say Lion King.
Yeah, Toy Story 4.
I'm nervous for Toy Story 4. Just because like they had such a good trilogy, they could have just wrapped it and kept it. I'm scared they're gonna mess it up with the fourth.
We got to have money.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Like, it's the money, you know. But and other than that, I have no idea what for animated movies off the top of my head. I'm sure I know.
You know what? Now that I think about it, I was gonna say like Detective Pikachu.
But that's live action.
That's technically
Sonic,
live action.
Live action.
Yeah.
Lion King, it's like all CG, but it's live action.
We haven't even gotten like an actual trailer for the Sonic movie. We didn't even talk about any of the new Sonic movies, like leaks or stuff like that.
Yeah.
We're not going to.
We're running.
I don't really want
to.
There, it's been said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't get to talk about
Yes.
like. Well, not that I didn't get to, but I didn't talk about like because I said earlier maybe talk about this like Star Wars coming out and also like Avengers Endgame's coming out and whatnot. But we can save that for the next one.
Yeah.
And also, I have an idea for a guest for the next one. I'll talk to you about it afterwards because I don't want to say we have a certain like somebody as a guest and then he either is busy
bails
or
on us.
bails. I don't think he'll bail though.
No,
this
yeah.
one. But yeah, I'll talk to you about it afterwards.
Okay.
So hopefully we'll have a guest for the next one. That'd be great. But if not, we'll be here again. Just doing our parts, not solo because we're technically two people. But,
Right.
But
It's good to have company.
yeah. I feel like it'd be really tough to do a podcast by yourself. I know some people that like can do it. I don't know how, but they can.
You're listening to yourself talk for like an hour, up to 2 hours, even longer than that sometimes. It's just not.
It has to be conditioning. I think you just have to like condition yourself to it.
Yeah.
Because like even like the John Campy person that I was talking to, like his like he has a guest like a not guest, but he has a co-host and like other person like now, but like there's
Before.
a while. Before he had like a big crew of people, but so like what happened was like he was with a big crew of people. Then he like kind of went solo for like a couple months. Then he went back with like, that crew of people under a different company. But then he went solo for a bit again. And so like it would just be him, for like an hour and a half just in front of the camera, just talking. But granted, it was like answering like people's questions and stuff that they sent in, so it was almost like he was having a conversation.
Right.
But like still, it was still like I don't get how people can do it for that long.
Yeah, that can be a little rough.
Yeah. But yeah, but we might have a third person joining us for the next episode, which will be great. Be good fun. But yeah, is there anything else you wanted to add before you wrap up?
No, that's pretty much all I had to say.
Yeah. So we want to once again thank everybody for listening to the second episode of the PotatoCast. We really appreciate it. Of course, if you're listening to this on YouTube, we also have a SoundCloud version of it. If you're listening to it on SoundCloud, we also have a YouTube version of it. And we also have our Twitter. It's @CastPotato. You can follow us for any updates, and we also post the links to it there. For just a more convenient way to get to it. And you want to plug where people can find you, Joaquin?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter, YouTube, Twitch. I'm going to like try to start streaming on Twitch more.
What games are you trying to play?
Just like Smash and stuff. But like
I figured Smash, but
I also want to like play. I want to branch out into like other stuff, like Sonic games, which isn't really branching out for me. But So yeah, that's gonna be on my horizon. Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. That's pretty much all the places.
So at 12 star.
Yep, at just 12 star.
The thing is, and I was searching for this the other day though. I don't know which one it is. If it's your Twitter or if it's your Instagram or something. It isn't an L in 12 star.
Oh, it's Twitter. It's a capital I.
It's a capital I. So look for that. Cause I couldn't find you for a while.
I think if you just search 12 star on Twitter.
I tried and I couldn't find it, but then I
not
put the I.
at 12 star.
Okay.
But I think if you just type in 12 star on Twitter, at in the search bar, you'll find me.
Gotcha. But yeah, and then you can find me at Captain66 on Twitter, Instagram. If you wanted to on YouTube, but those are really old videos and they're really terrible from 6th and 7th grade. Most of them are privated that are really terrible, but still. I also have just my regular YouTube channel. It's Jason Ellis. I haven't posted since December, I think. But who knows? Maybe I'll make another video.
Right.
Here or there.
Right.
Yeah. And I think that's about it. And then if you go to like my Twitter or whatever, I'm sure you'll find other links that branch off into other stuff. But yeah, I think that's pretty much wraps up this episode. Again, anything left?
No, that sounds good to me.
No. All right. Thank you, everybody, and we'll catch you all next time.
Yep. See ya.
Bye.